ask questions. I'll answer
I'm
them
gonna
purely honestly.
I'm gonna like have to record this sadly, because
That's
I
fine by
can't go.
me.
Okay, so what I got told was like the 130th layer division or whatever. What was that all about?
Okay, so originally we went with the First Layer Regiment, which is a World War I regiment,
Oh.
right? I did full research, and that was when we were like screwing around games, just having fun overall. And
Mhm.
we only reused some uniforms, not from Lair directly. We intentionally avoid actually using proper uniform because I wanted to basically say, yeah, well, we're improper
Okay.
because I like being improper, so it's not full, concrete factors. Because if it's proper, then at that point you're just like admitting that you are doing certain factors. But I don't like the old Lair uniforms as well,
Okay.
so I just and
But
then we
uh,
started playing MTC a bunch, and my
mhm.
guys kept asking for tanks.
Uh-huh.
So I did research regarding to determine layer,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I found out there's a whole Panzer layer division. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because we were basically just we happened to be using a German regiment that
Yeah.
was during World War I. And then I'm like, well, I did do as much research as possible to see if there's any possible like regiments regarding to like layer or any regiments that were made for tanks
Yeah.
during World War I, and there was none.
So,
Basically, I reused it only for reenactment purposes as well. We ended up forming a reenactment group.
mhm.
Uh, there was a bunch of other groups that were doing reenactments in the Soviet Union. They died pretty quickly. The USA, they died first, and Finland. And my group took the German role. We were only doing it for like battle purposes. We wanted to do a D-Day. After the
Yeah.
US group died, though, I got pretty upset because we couldn't do a D-Day.
I know what you mean. If anything, I'm a war reenactor myself. I have an entire
Oh my god,
American
tell me
uniform.
about it. Because was it most of the between me, Baldy, and Zippo, which we are reenactment enthusiasts. We are lovers of history,
Oh yeah.
specifically battle history, not political.
Hmm. I mean,
I happen to be studying to be a military historian for that for many reasons.
oh, same here.
Yeah, and the payment's good too.
Oh yeah, and but also it's gonna take like a while because you need a master's or a PhD.
Yeah,
But I found if you study in Germany, it's actually just like a 3 year for a PhD. But
yeah, but the payment's not 10 out of 10 though. I found out.
no,
So I'm like, I'm gonna
no,
do
it's only
generalized
it's
history.
only it's only 500 euro a semester.
Oh, I'm American, so
Okay. I'm
yeah.
probably gonna study in like Germany or something because I speak German.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I'm gonna be studying in like as much as I possibly can in terms of military history.
yeah,
But was it a lot of my guys that I know, especially like the OGs, they originally joined because they were military like history lovers.
yeah,
So we would all basically be like talking about like battles only. We would never talk about the politics. Anytime someone would actually regard it, a lot of people would be extremely hostile towards it. Like one time, this I feel bad for the kid, but because he wasn't expecting this to happen, he made a joke about the Holocaust in VC, and no joke, and there was like five people in VC with this one kid. I
mhm,
was there. Everyone, including myself, got really pissed with him. We explained
okay,
on why later on, because the kid got really like worried and upset, thinking that he did something wrong, which I felt bad afterwards. But we
yeah,
explained to him how we are absolutely fully against actual historical events during World War II. We are only down for the battles, which are the cooler parts, because it's cool. It's
okay.
military.
So you,
Yeah.
so you kind of became a reenactment faction by
Yep. That's why I did try explaining to the 981 leader, by the way,
okay,
which
and
he
then
didn't
he ignored you.
listen. Yeah, he completely ignored it. I
Okay,
did try explaining it to him so he would stop getting the misconception,
I
but all
I
he kept calling me was a Nazi. So I'm like, okay, if you're just gonna call me, then please just make a ticket at that point.
yeah, I mean also I get what you're coming from because I want to do like in real life reenactments. In fact, I have like an entire World War II
Hmm.
American uniform behind me, just like
Yeah,
on a little
I have
hanger.
a finished field cap
Oh, for real?
from World War II. Yeah,
Damn. I have like a little belt buckle from America, D-Day. I'm pretty sure. It's actually
nice.
pretty cool.
Was it Zippo is working on getting a full American World War II set. He's starting with America first. Baldy's starting with
Hmm.
Germany first. Only, of course, the censored out ones.
Yeah, I mean like
Because
a
I'm
lot.
doing Finland.
I kind of like get where you're coming from because a lot of reenactments don't get into like
But we
politics
did not bring
around.
that into town. I'm gonna real quick disclose that we were basically almost fully rebranded by the time we joined town.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
what
term.
what did you start off as first? Were you like MTC4 or just like town in general?
Huh? When we first like formed, we were actually a friend group for the first 2 years, and
Okay.
all we did was play random games. We actually didn't even play MTC much. We played a game called Auto Warfare, which is now called War Tycoon.
Hmm.
That's how we all met, and that's kind of where it started forming. Originally, the original idea was because I wanted to make a group similar to Tankfish, kind of, but
Okay.
because he
Yeah.
goes off his YouTube channel, you have a group
Yeah.
growing off a YouTube channel. I decided to do that, but it really didn't end up going in the image I wanted. Which is fine. It's forming, which later on now formed to a new idea where it's just people grow off of their own like skill. Like they use this group
Hmm.
literally as a base plate to grow off of whatever skill level they are to exploit
Okay.
to intentionally exploit it. Yeah, to make them better at PvP. So the community is more fun in terms of combat. It's semi more competitive, but it's not like you're taking the fun out of it because you're making people just good. No, no, no. I'm giving people an opportunity to get better.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're getting there as well.
Yeah.
Also, another piece of evidence that I had was your group's history, and it was Das Wehrmacht. Was that still just like reenactment?
We did. Yeah, that was during the reenactment. It was
Okay.
very short lived. If we actually have our group's history is renamed. It was the third name of our group that we
Hmm.
ended up going through. We're on our sixth name currently, so
Yeah.
it's old. Because usually there's like months and months between each one. So we're on our sixth. Between that and the third, yeah, it's way way old.
I mean, I see when you went to the Vipers, like you did like a Viperia thing, and then you did Wehrmacht, and then immediately you moved
Yeah,
on to
it went
Vipers.
to Wehrmacht and then back to Vipers.
Yeah.
Then went Vipers are born because I lost my main, which
Okay.
that happened early 2024. Like
Yeah,
some,
I see what you're
like
getting at now.
yeah, I remember because it's during it. Really, all ended up going downhill during literally one of my math class where I lost my account because I was thinking,
Okay, and
which was fine. Baldy made a backup server and then we renamed it Deadly Vipers are Born to commemorate it. Which now we have a Deadly Vipers are Born medal.
okay, so I'm looking at another piece of evidence that I got.
Hmm.
It looks to be like an MTC for like First Panzer Company.
Is it like a rally photo?
I it's
If it's
basically
a
just like
rally, if it's
a
a rally photo, I could see why.
no, it's a Panzer Abteilung Ein Tiger Battalion.
Oh, you mean the info sheet, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so we only put that there to give people a heads up, saying just so you know, this was used as reenactment and stuff like that. That's our way of saying we understand what this was.
Mhm.
But we're only using it for our own purposes, not for their historical context.
Okay, and the setting
That I'm going
okay.
to openly admit, yes, we were aware and we did put history, like check up on what they were a part of. I went out of my way to make sure they weren't SS as well,
Okay,
because I'm
so
because I was like, listen, if I'm gonna do reenactment, not doing SS. I'm strictly against it because that's directly made by you know who himself,
mhm. I mean
which I am
also
not okay with that. Go ahead.
so it also references the Lair Regiment, and I also forgot to say this. In a lot of the dates that you gave in the Lair Regiment, it was like 1940s set. Is that still just like reenactment?
The all reenactment, it was to give them a background history on what they were, which they were referred as elites. That's
Okay.
another reason why I also kind of went with them was because the fact is we were we were at the time also still skilled like loving,
Yeah.
so we decided to use that term as well because we're like, yeah, well, it's still skilled, which we did go to show to prove that we have skill by being another reenactment group that they happened to be German tank runners too. They were the
Yeah.
503rd. They're still reenactment enthusiasts right now. They never changed. We did change though.
Okay, so there was a. So what you're saying is there was another group, and they turned out to actually be taking it seriously.
No, no, no. Like they were reenactment as well, the same as well. We just happened to fight them in a battle, which I never posted the actual. battle clip. It's on my old PC. I really need to post that.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, to show that it was our first tank battle ever, and we not only beat them by a lot, but it was fun. We both sides had fun. Everyone had fun. It was a great time.
Okay. I never really watched the full thing of this video. Do you think you could give me like a summarization or like what this is trying to do? It seems to be like a
That's the greatest.
I don't
So
know.
All you're doing
basically,
is
it was a bunch of GNTE people.
Mhm.
Like, not I think majority was them was GNT. I think there was one guy from like UC and then 981, but he joined VC extremely late. The
Okay.
981 guy, so he
Okay.
wasn't
Yeah.
even there for the whole clip. But yeah, they were basically aggravating, twisting. They originally started twisting my words in text to the point that I have a lot of disabilities. I have minor. I keep saying minor autism, but I this was the first situation that my autism actually triggered to the point that I was unable to actually communicate because I was actually
Okay.
afraid I would fuck up
I
my
get what
next
you mean.
word
I have
because they
dyspraxia.
kept twisting everything. Yeah. So literally got to a point where OG player Sarah the One ended up trying to intervene to help me because the fact that she was sitting in VC as I was sharing my screen and she heard me
Mhm.
stumbling among my words to the point that my voice kind of started cracking because I was like unsure what the fuck I'm supposed to do here because like anything I say gets thrown in my face.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, also.
I'm saying what I'm saying to you is basically what I said to them, and all they did was twist words. And then Munchie got involved because he was gonna explain how he's gonna try to show the fact that the reason why I'm not really speaking anymore out of nowhere is not because they got me in checkmate. No, it's because the fact is I basically had a temporary shutdown to the point that I'm like I don't know what to say because he has a
Mhm.
girlfriend who has major autism and she
Uh-huh.
has a hyperfixation towards she is a big fan of a war in history, but she has a primary focus on battle history with World War II Germany.
Okay. I see exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
A lot of GNT arguments will that go against GNT, they like to try and reimagine what you said in as a general. So I understand where you're getting at from there.
And
And
as I said to start like manually muting people as they were like yapping because they wouldn't
Mhm.
stop talking over like Munchie to the point that he got pissed, and he even tried to ask me directly to leave the community because it's like he's trying to literally state and like help defend me because I'm over here struggling by
Yeah.
myself when there's a bunch of people twisting my words. So I'm
So
saying, so yeah, people tried helping me because they all they did was twist my words, and Munchie got pissed off at them and he snapped in the VC, which I was trying to my hardest to keep him calm, but he's like 3 years younger than me,
mhm.
but he could still validate some things.
so so how many people were there on each side? Were there like two on your side and then like
Two on my side. Everyone else in the GC was not.
okay, and
Everyone else was
how many
basically ganging up
GNT
on me.
sided people were there?
Majority of the GC was just 1981 guy,
Mhm.
one UC, and then Sarah the One. I don't know what faction she's maining right now, but all I know is
She doesn't main any faction right
She
now.
was but because not was it? She was recently attending a bunch of my group's events,
Yeah.
so that's why she was in my group's VC. And then Munchie is 100% part of my group. He is in charge of the new army branch that was formed called Army North, Army of the North. For
Yeah.
it's a Finnish branch. For it since Baldy's Finnish, it's basically the prince's own army to represent Baldy and to show respect towards Baldy. The fact that he is a co-founder, he's the co-founder of the group.
Mm-hmm. So Baldy was the co-founder of your group, and he kind of has the same ideals as you have to just keep it as fun and not really like any political stuff, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
me and him. I actually despise politics.
Mm-hmm.
The issue with me being a group leader, though, I unfortunately have to get involved in politics.
Yeah, I mean, like
I don't
you
like
don't really
them.
have to, but like if people are like as you said putting words into your mouth, that's when it has to go to that point.
Yeah, and I was surprisingly calm here and there, but I got to the point that even afterwards, out of fear that I'm like scared of my group, I don't even care if I get banned from town or permabanned.
Mhm.
I'm worried about my members. I care about my members over everything. My members matter to me the most.
Exactly.
And
That's a good member. I mean, that's a good faction leader.
yeah, I care about them so much to the point that anything they say I put into thought and I actually try to execute their ideas. I go out of my way to make sure their ideas and their words are heard to
I
everyone.
I fully understand you. Dude, when I was leading N.V.L., I led those exact same rules. All right, keep
Which
going.
I don't understand why other factions don't do that. It just makes it feel like a big family, which that's kind of how my group functions right now.
Yeah. I mean, I also would like to bring to attention some like ironic parts in this, because here I'm just gonna go ahead and stop recording. I think we got enough.